And we're back with more IGN Live at Comic-Con. In 1982, Jim Henson's vibrant, delightful, and just the right amount of terrifying film, The Dark Crystal, wowed audiences with fantasy adventure, heartfelt friendships, and weird bird monsters. Next month, Netflix is bringing it all back with a brand new series, The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance. Here to tell me more is the star and producers of the show, Taron Egerton, Lisa Henson, and Louis Leterrier. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the IGN balcony up here.
Thank you.
First of all, let me tell you, I am your target audience for this film.
Good.
Right.
I
right.
loved the film as a kid. We taped it off of HBO, watched it a million times.
Nice.
And even though I loved the movie as a kid, I don't think I appreciated the accomplishment it was, the craftsmanship it took to make an entirely puppeted movie. To me, it was just like a weird episode of Sesame Street, probably.
Yeah.
But when I watch it today, I'm like, I cannot believe they
The
pulled
amount
this
of
off
work.
in
It's a proper
1982.
bit of art, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's
for
amazing,
sure.
yeah.
So you guys decided to bring it back, but not just as a 90-minute film. You wanted to make a 10-hour series. So talk to me about why was now the right time to bring it back, and why go the series route?
It was it's Netflix that just gave us that chance. You know, we wanted to make a feature film sequel at one point, but Netflix said, you know, we want to see 10 full episodes all looking like the movie. So it was Netflix that really said, you gotta do puppets. Of course, we want to do puppets. So,
Sure.
all right, we almost died of happiness when they said that. It was incredible.
So I mean, was it as much work as it seems like? Is it as big of a challenge?
I mean,
as
it was
seems?
so much work. You really have to talk to the man
Yeah.
who directed
Ellis.
every single episode.
Yeah.
It is it's the most amount of work I think I'll ever do in my life. It's fun. But it's a work of passion. We worked literally 20-hour days for 3-4 years, you know, just making this movie. But show. The thing is, you have to create everything from the beginning. From the Henson's creature shop, creating every character, building everything, the sets, everything is done by hand. Everything, sound, everything, and then recording with our amazing cast.
Sure. Yeah. So tell us about that. You play one of the Gelflings, right?
I do.
New Gelfling. What do we need to know about your character?
He is, it's basically his story throughout the series, a kind of coming of age story. He sort of becomes a bit of a hero, really. At the start of our story, the Gelfling coexist with the Skeksis, kind of in service to them. And basically what happens is Rian, my character, witnesses something terrible. He sees the Skeksis draining the essence of another Gelfling, and that's how they're prolonging their life.
Sure.
And so he sets about trying to make his fellow Gelfling aware of this.
Gotcha.
But it's an incredible story, and
10 incredibly rich, sumptuous episodes, all at the production level of a film.
Wow.
I saw it for the first time yesterday, and I sort of, I was like, okay, right. I didn't quite realise the scale of it. It really is awe-inspiring.
Was this your first time voicing a puppeted character?
It was, and it's been absolutely wonderful. It's a completely different challenge, a different craft, because I'm only responsible for one half of the performance. Neil, forgot his surname again?
Neil Sternberg.
Neil Sternberg, who puppeted my character, is an amazingly talented artist, and I have to match to his rhythm, and that was a whole new challenge. But that's the joy of my job, that opportunities come along every once in a while, and they're unlike anything else out there. And I think we can truly say that about the Dark Crystal. There is nothing else out there like it.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
So this is a prequel to the original film, is that right? What do we need to know about just the broad strokes of the story? What are the stakes here? I know some characters are returning.
It's there are the Skeksis from the original film. They're almost immortal. So they were around. So if you have favorite Skeksis from the original film, they're in it. Aughra is in it. She's a favorite character. All the Gelfling are new characters. So, we had a lot of fun working with Brian Froud, who's the original designer of the movie. So if people were in any way worried about whether we have the creative DNA of the original, we had Brian Froud and his wife, Wendy Froud, and his son, Toby Froud, who was the baby in Labyrinth.
the baby in Labyrinth, which I was very excited about.
Very cool, yeah.
And they were all on the design team, and we sort of kept it very consistent with the original.
So I don't think using CGI was even an option in the first film, probably. But have you used it to any extent in the series? Got some fans down there.
Only where appropriate.
Sure.
Louis was pretty strict about doing puppetry as much as possible.
We're trying to get everything practically, really everything. It's a labor of love. It's a love letter to puppetry. It's a love letter to Jim Henson, and we wanted to, from us to the fans and the fans of the original movie, we wanted to be as truthful as the original technique was. Now, obviously, we went. It's a much wider world, much bigger world, and I think sometimes in the original movies they realized technically that they had difficulty expanding the world. No one's screaming for me. That's the only. That's really my problem.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
But anyway, so we use CG just to widen the world. Really,
Gotcha.
that's it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I think the original Dark Crystal is much darker than Jim Henson's other work. What's the tone of this series? Is it a dark series?
It's very faithful to the tone of the original, I would say, isn't it?
It is. There's funny bits too. We've got Podlays. We've got Podlays. We've got Fizzgig.
It's not oppressively dark. It's certainly not something that I would worry about showing kids.
But you know what it is?
It's just it's got a darkness to it.
Sure.
I have kids. I have kids of the right age. It's the kind of show I want to watch with my kids. They'll catch some things. There's some things that they won't catch. That's a little bit wider and bigger. But that's the sort of thing that you want to share with the family. Yes, they will be scared because yes, I was tremendously terrified by Jim Henson really tricked us children in the 80s by saying, yeah, look, I'm the guy that does the Muppets. And then, he showed us this thing.
Yeah.
We did the same thing on this one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
But the stakes are real.
The stakes are real. The emotion. That's why we have this cast. That's so great. Thank you, Taron, for signing on. Thank you for bringing all your friends, Mark Hamill, all your best.
You really put together a great cast for this. Simon Pegg is in it as well.
We have Anya Taylor-Joy, Natalie Emmanuel. The three of them played the lead Gelfling.
Gotcha.
And backed up by so many
Helena
people.
Bonham Carter.
Helena Bonham Carter, Gugu and Bob the Rock.
Aquafina.
And on the Skeksis side, Andy Samberg. Jason Isaacs, Benedict Wong.
And some surprises that we're not revealing yet.
Yes. Okay.
You'll see some surprises, yeah.
Very
and
cool.
you even got Sigourney Weaver to do a little bit.
And a little cameo.
It's an amazing cast.
Yeah,
and
cool.
actually, Taron was the first person.
Really?
And he kind of, became a magnet for everybody else because he was first person in. I think Andy Samberg was second person in. He was the first Skeksis on board.
Wow.
Nice.
Taron, were you already a fan of the film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I remember when the email came through, started frantically texting my family, my dad, my friends, because just felt so exciting that this thing from my childhood was coming back. It was an irresistible opportunity.
Yeah. I'm super stoked that Dark Crystal is still a thing, coming back. I'm very excited for it, and we don't have to wait too long to watch it, right?
August
30th
30th.
of August, yeah.
August 30th.
Wow.
Guys, thank you so much for coming by the
Thank
IGN.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance hits Netflix August 30th. We have lots more Comic-Con coverage coming up, though sadly, none of it involves quite as many puppets. IGN Live will be right back.